Hello guys, welcome back to Kazi's Family Fun Vlog. Today we are going to Six Flags Wild Safari in New Jersey. So we are going there by bus. We have cut our tickets online on our bus, which is owned by Coach USA. It is a shared company. And in here we just asked a question where it was. But actually it was not in it's not in the bus terminal we were at. It was actually outside in Port Authority. So on I think it was 41 Street. So then this is where we found the bus, and now we are on it. Everybody's boarding, and this is where we went. We're going to Six Flags Great Adventure. Doesn't directly take you to the Wild Safari. So we're passing post offices, U-Hauls, and all that from traffic. This is where we're at the highway to go to New Jersey. There's a skyline right there. We're going on a highway. I mean, you could go here by car as well. So yeah, it's pretty good bus ride. And here's a marshland in the background. I think that's New Jersey. Now here we are at Great Adventure. So it stops us at the parking lot. You could come back the day after, say you went there today, then tomorrow night on I think 9 o'clock, you can come back on that same bus at the same spot in Great Adventure. So it's going to drop us off at Great Adventure, and then we had to take a shuttle. There should be a bench that says shuttle stop, white, and the truck is white. So here's us walking Great Adventure. There's a roller coaster. We are finding the shuttle stop to go to Six Flags Wild Safari. So there's GA, Great Adventure over there. And now we are inside the shuttle. There's a seat that says white shuttle bus stop. And then you go on there and say you want to go to Six Flags Wild Safari, and it will take you there on the parking lot. So there's another Great Adventure roller coaster. Looks pretty dangerous actually. I'd be scared going on it. There's a wooden coaster on the background. And now we are here at the shuttle has dropped us off. There's the truck that we're going for the safari. So we walk straight, and there should be the safari. On Saturday, Sunday, the tickets are $40. The height you have to be is above 48 inches. And on regular days, it's $35. There's also the prohibited items. You have to scan the QR code right there, and then right there are the prohibited items, glass bottles and all that. Then once you cut a ticket online, then you go in, and here is a clip of some zookeepers within the safari who are talking about an owl, which will see its cage in a couple seconds. So now this is the bones of giraffes, rhinos, and all that, right? And behind it are parrots. There's a parrot. I forgot the name, but they can talk, but you have to kind of train them to talk, but they can talk. And over here is the reptile section to the left of it. There's a lot of fascinating snakes and lizards and frogs as well, as you can see there. I think that's a boa, I don't know, but it's a snake and a lizard. I think there's also a frog and there should be a snake that, those snakes with red, yellow, and black stripes. There should be a snake like that. Here's another one. Below is another. There is also this giant yellow snake, which is like kind of shaped like a donut. Here the lizard is playing with my sister. I think it found a favorite, or it thinks it's food. So here, see, that's a poisonous snake that I was talking about. The snake there. And here's another snake just chilling on top of a branch. And here's the donut snake, the large one, right there. Super big. So yeah. And right there is a red lizard. And over here, there's a snake burrowed in the sand. He burrowed in the sand right there. There's his head. See it right there, the one that kind of looks like a stick. Right there. And there should be some other animals. I think there's a frog in here. Yeah, there is a frog in here. A toad. And then there's this big cloudy container. I think it's supposed to simulate a rainforest. A really dense one, actually. A humid one. So now we are going to the Wild Safari. Right there, Wild Safari. Then this is the cage of the owl that we saw like a couple minutes ago. They have those bushes, or else just in case it might like fly out or something if we go too close. And here there's normally supposed to be like large lines, but since we came at like sort of early in the morning, there wasn't really any lines actually. There's actually, that's Sabila right there. And it was actually like a short ride, and there's the trucks that we're going on. It's a lot of trucks. I think there's like 3-4 trucks, right? So now this truck's gonna pass. Another one's gonna come in, then this one's gonna pass, and then the next one should be ours. So now this is the truck that we're gonna get onto. We are just waiting for all the passengers to board off. Children should stay in the middle if they are young, like under 48 inches. They'll give you rows and like labeled from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now this is we are now going to begin our tour. So the first thing I think is the American Plains. Below the trees around the Wild Safari ticket area. There's a tour guide explaining everything. There's a lot of animals there, like I think I saw a water buffalo, white-tailed deer, Royal Bengal tiger, and many more. There's also a resort there, like a sunshine, like spa resort, something over there. You can feed the giraffes privately. The max stay is two days. There's one of the pens for the animals. There's some animals over there. There should be, I think. Yeah, around that pen. Yeah, right there. I think, yeah. You should be there. You can also take your own car, but like, yeah, there's some elk, and there's a pond with an ostrich or something. Probably an ostrich. There's a water bin. We are in the American plains, so I don't know how an ostrich got there anyways. But, oh well. It is an open safari after all. And here should be another animal. There are multiple gates. And those are those are bison. They're very chunky, big bison. The babies are normally orangish in color, and as they grow up, they become the color of their moms and dads. There should be a baby one in here. Yeah, the sort of orange colored one. And there is a llama. Those are ostriches or emus. Either or. Those are white spot deer, but they're deer. Comment down if I'm wrong. You can correct me. I'm not that great with animals. Those are 2 elk. Right there inside. I think those are birds from the safari flying around. Another emu or ostrich. Ostrich probably in the American section. And we're continuing our tours, seeing animals. There, the driver, tour guide showing us. She's a really great tour guide. There's a lot of ponds. Now we are in another section of the area. Those are rhinos. Over there. We might be in the African section. African grasslands. I don't know what species of rhinos these are, but they're rhinos. Those are elephants. African elephants. Over there. I think there's also zebras in there. An elephant. Very big elephant, actually. One just on the fence. They normally throw sand on themselves to protect them from the sun. Now they're feeding it. They're giving it the apple and they hit one in the head. You can already tell how that went. So now we're going around the elephants into another section. This is where we will see the zebras. Yeah, there should be the zebras. Oh yeah, those are the zebras. Those are zebras and another animal. I don't know what that is, but it's another animal. The zebras, they're pretty cool. Those are water buffalo. They're seen mostly in Africa and sometimes in Asia. Those are some ducks or geese, maybe geese. There's a close-up of zebra. They're very territorial, actually. Their skin is black and they have white stripes. And then, yeah. And we are now in another section. They're just checking to make sure everything's good. This is where we'll see your giraffes. This is the ostrich. And here, 30 something miles per hour. Here's a close-up of the ostrich. Right next to the truck. This is pretty cool. There are some goats over there. More deer. White-tailed deer. There's some ducks laying over there. I think those are ducks. No, not ducks. Goats. Sorry. Goats over there. They have their own horn. They normally fight to attract a female. There's the pen. There's a mom and a baby of a species I don't know. Here's some maybe donkeys. And there's more zebras. And those two are fighting over there. They normally fight each other for a mate. Yep. One just chickened out. Here is my sister, my mom. Those are some yak. Here's a giraffe. Pretty young giraffe, actually. Here's a baby one. Right here. See? It's so cute. We're super close to it. My dad's phone was dead, so we weren't really able to record it from our side. Here's some brown bears. See, that one's just chilling in the pond. Looks so funny looking. They normally, the tour guide said that they normally lie there after eating breakfast. Here's some other animals. I think these are the same species that were fighting. That is a Royal Bengal tiger. Right there. Right there as well. Royal Bengal tiger. I think there's 7 of them in there. Look really cool. And this is where that was the end of our trip. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video to other people who want to go here. Bye.